Hey everybody, it's Greg. We did MTS today, and we're busy between 12 and 1. Take a little time off. Back here in the green room. And looking around, the Dow continues to underperform. Can't even get through the 50 MA. You can see it's up against these pivots on the 5-minute chart, but still consolidating. Pre-market, my thinking was, which I explained, look, if it can get around here and start to move up, it's got room, but it hasn't been able to do that. So continues to be the weaker. We could certainly look through what's weak and what's strong. Just take a peek here. What's weak today? Cisco. Wow, that just continues to be a real dog. Disney rolling back over. McDonald's sell setup. If this closes like this, this could be a sell tomorrow under these lows. American Express, topping, rounding top, but hasn't broken down, still above the rising 50. Procter & Gamble showing some weakness. J&J sell setup. What's strong? Well, as you know, semiconductors, I think semiconductors are strong, but Intel is the dog in the bunch. No one's interested in that. Microsoft, that broke down. Software is underperforming. That's up on the day. Turn, Goldman Sachs. All right, let's take a look. Goldman looks like it should be able to continue to go higher. It's got a pivot. It retested it on a gap down yesterday in a reversal. So the markets obviously are strong. On a closing basis, for the moment, the S&P 500 is an all-time closing high. That bottoming tail bar was, difficult. I didn't like it. I liked the bottoming tail bar. What I wrote in the advisory letter was, based on that bar, prices should make a new all-time high. And it's done that. And I said it needed more information, which we got. The couple of days of chopping around, yesterday being an inside bar and today gaps up. And you can see, as prices came down today into that top resistance area down here, and it's been trending up all day. And what we covered, one of the subjects we covered in MT Live was pivots and defining a trend. And so far, after making the turn, it's still making higher highs and higher lows. Major support is here. Red bar, momentum is stalling, but no big deal. And it's at this resistance, so I'm thinking it probably won't get much higher. We'll see if it holds on to the gain here when it starts to retrace, which it hasn't done yet. Qs, new all-time closing high. Semiconductors are leading the way. You can see them here, new all-time high, gapping up and continue to trend higher. While the momentum is stalled, buyers continue to show up on the dip, and it looks like it'll continue to go higher until it stops. Biotech's showing some strength today. They're up against these pivots, starting to pull back a little bit, rolling over. I want to see if this actually holds on to the gain. Maybe we can get a 1, 2, 3 continuation setup. So keep an eye on that to see if that sets up. The Russell continues to show relative weakness. Got a decent day today. We'll see if it holds on to the gain. Maybe it plays some catch-up. And let's take a look at transports, which have been weak. They have not been able to get above a prior day's high. So this is the ETF for the transports. Continues to show weakness. Financials, just an inside day. So this is kind of the problem, if you will, with the S&Ps. Well, they're strong based on tech. When you don't have financials participating, to a certain extent, I'll say that the move is suspect, because you really want to see financials participating as the S&Ps are pushing up to make a new high. And they're not doing that. So within the sector, Schwab is bringing up the rear. This is doing nothing. This is asset management. And let's just look here. Well, that's interesting. This FactSet. I like this as a climactic buy. It broke the low. It's closing. Well, we're not closing here, but we'll see if it actually closes, and this might actually follow through tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on that. Goldman, We looked at Citibank, set an alert under this low here and see if it actually breaks or not. If it does, it's got plenty of room to fall. That's not participating. It's showing relative weakness. Crude oil, that might bounce. Nothing happening there for the moment. Interest rates popped up on the economic news this morning and then fell all the way back down again. Maybe it's making a low, greater than 100% retracement, breaking through. Downside momentum is stalling. Why do I say that? Because it's a small candle body. As this broke out and then started to move down and it failed at this support area, then it started to accelerate lower and breaking below a prior pivot low and slowing momentum. Maybe it shows a little bit of buying showing up tomorrow. We'll see how that unfolds. Other than that, we're waiting to see the close here. Does it hold on to the gain? Does it close at the high? Does it give some back? Right now, it's holding on tight. Buyers continue to show up here, and we'll go with it until that changes. If you have any questions, email us, Greg and Dan at Master Trader.